Hello and welcome to the Voodoo free video for Monday, April 14th. This is David, and let's start digging in to the S&P 500. And last week we were talking about where we might see an end to this move down from the all-time high. And now that we're bouncing, I want to focus on the next step, which is where I think we are likely to turn back down. So from a Voodoo Lines roadmap perspective, we got to view this index as being under some pressure so long as we are below this all-important 59.25 Voodoo Fire line, the most important of the Voodoo Lines levels. Now, at the same time, the second most important of those levels are going to be these tree lines, right? The one down here at 47.87 that we almost got to before we started bouncing, and the 52.22 level that we're now back above. So look, so long as we stay above this 52.22 level, I think there could be more to this bounce. But if we can navigate first above this 54.90 snow line and then this 56.57 snow line, these are the third most important levels, right? If we can navigate above them, then so long as we stay above 56.57, it leaves the door open to a consequential retest of that 59.25 level where, choosing one side or the other probably identifies the next direction. Now, for a bunch of reasons that I probably don't have, that are too many for me to go through all of them in this brief video, but we'll look at for a few or at a few of them. I'm thinking that we run out of gas near this 56.57 level and then start coming back down. So if we get up there and then start turning back down, I think back below that 54.90 snow line would be a strong sign that we were heading back down for another pretty big move that could rival what we saw in the initial leg from the all-time high. Now, the roadmap says so long as we're above 56.57, absent some other reason that we think we're heading down, allow for this to continue to the fire line and then above. I'm certainly still playing this bullishly for a little more bounce. And then if we get the signals that I'm talking about, then I'm going to switch back to bearish again. All right, so a few of the standout observations that have me looking towards that 56.57 level, now that we've filled this gap, right, we've got yet another gap above us that would get filled up near that Voodoo snow line. Furthermore, if we measure the move down from the all-time high, we note that the 61.8% retrace, which would be not an uncommon level to revisit before rolling back over, is also in the same neighborhood. Furthermore, if we measure this leg up from the from Wednesday's low to Wednesday's high, and imagine that we would have another similar sized leg up before rolling over, right? Then if we measure those, right, measuring up from swing low to swing high, projecting up from Thursday's low, also in the same neighborhood, would have equal legs up and often different components of counter trend moves, like this one in here and this one we're hypothesizing here, will have equal legs before rolling back over. So there's a lot of stuff in that area. There probably are some ways that we could revisit to or even below this 52.22 level before visiting that upper level. So I might be cautiously bearish back below there, but really I am looking for more upside before rolling over. That's what looking at the roadmap suggests, both in terms of the possible continued rebound above the tree lines and the potential to roll back over so long as we we don't get all the way back up to that fire line. So I hope you find that useful, and I will see you again at next Monday's free video. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.